Mara walked the hill path just after dawn, when the world was soft and gold and full of silence. For months, she had carried disappointment like a stone in her pocket. Her prayers had felt small and tired, as if they were rising only to fall back into her hands. Some mornings, she woke with a tightness in her chest and thought, maybe I am asking too much. Maybe nothing will change. That morning, the air smelled of wet earth and wild grass. A thin ribbon of sunlight touched the path ahead of her. Mara slowed her steps. Be still and know. The words came back to her gently, not as a command, but as an invitation. So she practiced something her counselor had once called noticing, not naming. Instead of saying, "This pain will last forever," she tried a softer truth. I am hurting right now, and I am still here. She let the thought pass like a cloud. Then she breathed in for 4 counts and out for 6, until her shoulders loosened a little. A sparrow fluttered from a fence post. Another answered from the trees. The wind moved through the leaves with a hush like a hand brushing her hair. Mara stood still and listened. She remembered another lesson, one small enough to hold in her palm. Feelings are real, but they are not always facts. Her fear had been telling her that silence meant absence. Yet the quiet morning felt alive with hidden care. The birds were singing, the light was rising, the path under her feet was firm. She began to understand that waiting had not been empty. It had been making room. Like soil after winter, her heart had been softened in the dark so that something tender could grow there. By the time she reached the top of the hill, the sun was lifting over the rooftops below, painting the town in pale gold. Mara closed her eyes and placed a hand over her heart. "Thank you," she whispered, not because every answer had arrived, but because peace had. And in that quiet moment, she knew she was not forgotten. God had been with her all along, growing courage where despair had lived, and hope where fear had kept watch. What felt hidden had never been wasted.